It is the end of an era at CTV as we say goodbye to one of BC's best-known storytellers. Our very own Mike McCardell is retiring after 62 years as a reporter. Tomorrow is his last day on the job. I had a chance to sit down with Mike to talk about his motivation, his surprising career journey, and what comes next.
This is another one where the camera guy, Jim, is right and the reporter guy is wrong.
Mike McCardell always credits his co-workers for helping him do a job he loves.
Where should we go, Mike?
We should go that way.
Mike scours his favorite corners of the city for characters, for the wonderful, and the just plain weird.
If you can make somebody else feel good, that's not bad. Just to end your day on something nice.
And he's been making British Columbians feel good for decades. Not just on TV, but with the 13 books he's written. An unlikely calling for someone who has a serious reading disability.
Writing is hard, because when I write, the words come out this way, or the letters come out this way, and I have no idea what it is, and I can't read my own stuff out loud.
Despite that, 62 years ago, a Brooklyn teen landed a job at the New York Daily News. He was drawn to the tabloid because the stories were shorter.
The Daily News had only crime, sex, and corruption. That was it.
But the crime he reported on hit too close to home. After Mike's wife, Valerie, had to protect their kids from bullets at a playground, they decided to move to Vancouver. After years of reporting on crime, he wanted to tell uplifting stories and report on the marginalized. He's done hundreds of stories on mental illness and the downtown east side, and is heartbroken that the despair has deepened.
Now it's full of death. It's pain and wastings.
Mike also shone a light on the black pioneers of our province. His wife was black.
When we got married, nobody liked that. We were cursed and screamed at and couldn't find a place to rent. So I do stories about anybody who is a minority.
And 3.
Everyone is, of course, special.
Now one of BC's most beloved storytellers is retiring at the age of 80.
I can't do it anymore. I'm old. My legs are tired.
The announcement of his retirement led to tributes and superlatives that he scoffs at.
Was that all right?
That was. I think I could even say that was adequate.
Oh.
People call you a legendary
That's silly.
storyteller. What do you think?
I think that's silly. I'm just doing a simple job. Nothing to it. Nothing. It's so easy. Except when it's not. That lets me have a very easy, nice, happy life.
A life that nearly ended a few years ago. He managed to survive a cardiac arrest. Did that change you? That brush with death?
I came back to life. That changed. I wasn't dead anymore.
But Mike's true heartbeat was his wife, Valerie. Married for 58 years, she died suddenly this May.
We went to sleep holding hands every night.
His sadness is another reason he's retiring. Today, Mike asks me to help him plant flowers that were at his wife's grave. Okay, right here? The veteran reporter tells me to include this in the story. I gladly obey. How's that?
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Valerie thanks you. I thank you.
What are you going to do then when you retire?
Work in the garden. It's Valerie's garden, and I have let it go to pot for the last 3 months, and I'm going to make it look better. Not as good as she made it look, but I'm going to make it look better. And that's enough. I can't get this off.
I have to help him with the hose. Things that were easy before have become harder.
Always trust your cameraman.
BC will miss him, but Mike's ready for his next season to see where the story will go. Mike joins me now in studio. Now you've seen the story. Is it actually sinking in that you're retiring?
Well, first of all, it's embarrassing to say all those things about me. I'm just a hack general assignment reporter.
Oh, you're much more. You're much more than adequate.
But you're really good.
Oh, no.
You can do my job. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Mike. What are you looking forward to the most in retirement?
Just what I said, gardening. I don't know much about it because Valerie did it all, except for telling me what to do. But I'm just going to try to make it look nice and talk to her.
We've talked about how the news industry has changed, how reporting has changed for you. What's your biggest concern with how reporting's changed?
Well, everything's closed up now. I used to wander into police stations and walk around, the same thing in fire halls and community centers, everywhere. And, you know, so long as I did not anything that was wrong, bad, they let me in. Now, everything is controlled by a spokesperson and a press release. And that's why I do all the stories outdoors.
Yeah.
Because they can, because there are real people out there and they don't write their own press releases.
You've done thousands of stories about real people. Are there certain types of stories that are going to stay with you longer, stay with you forever?
Oh, sure. You want to know which ones?
Sure.
Most of them, just most of them. Every day I get to meet somebody. I look for somebody with the help of somebody with a camera, and we just look for somebody who looks a little different or doing something different or has something different, and talk for a while and wait for that somebody to say my grandmother, my childhood, my something or other, and I say, wow, okay, now we can make a story out of it. And I feel good. They feel good. The audience, I hope, feels good. And it's really simple.
Well, we thank you for your years of stories, your thousands of stories. It's been an honor to work with you. So from all of us here at CTV, congratulations on your career and all the best in your retirement. And I'm going to check on that plant in a little while.
Okay. I'll bring you pictures.